Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Had a little technical difficulties this morning. I don't know. Streamlabs just didn't want to work this morning. That's why I had to restart it 16 times. I have no idea what was going on. So, no idea. I'm going to cut down some trees here. Although, actually, I don't need to do that. I have the harvester. Let's back him away a little bit. Trying to clean out some of these trees. Let's see. Let's cut this one down. I'll drag it over there. Try to get as low as I can. How's everybody doing this morning? And then we'll just cheat this a little bit. Drag him on down here out of the way. This super strength is not all it's cracked up to be. I know everybody's like, oh, it's a big cheat. It's a big, giant pain in the ass, is what it is. I mean, yeah, you can pick up anything you want, but if you saw the live yesterday, you know that it can definitely not be the greatest thing in the world. Knocked over a trailer, knocked all the logs out. I'm just like, ugh. So it used to be that you had to run down to like the center of the log, but now I guess it's just run down the sides of it. And then I need to get a, probably, I'd say, a Volvo or something, because they don't have the big bag handlers now. That's what I used to use. On 22, if you got the Volvo, not front loader, I think it was a front loader, I can't remember, but it was the 34-ton one. Anyways, and if you put the big bag handler on the front of it, it had the straps, man, that thing worked fantastic for picking up tree logs. But I don't think you can get that anymore. I mean, and to be perfectly honest about it, the only thing that we have now is this one, and I hate that thing so much. I mean, oh man, I hate it so much. Look at that thing. 46.8 tons. So I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do yet. If it pisses me off, I'll just I'll devour everything with a tree devourer. So these trees are, it's in their best interest not to make me mad. I considered going up and looking at actually I think I downloaded these Volvo tractors. I mean, like, look at this monster, though. Look at this thing. I mean, it's only 22.6 tons, but man, that thing, you can put dual tires on this thing. Look at that. That thing, look at that, 60 tons on that crane. I don't know. I'd try it, I guess, but I just don't know if that's going to be very good or not. I really just don't know yet. I guess the only way you can do is just buy it and find out, but that's a lot of money to spend on something you don't know if you're going to like. It doesn't look like it goes left and right. It looks like it only goes up and down. Is my issue with that thing. Look at that, $357,000. Where's that red I found? There it is. There it is. I just don't know. And it sucks because I want to put chains on it, but you can only put chains on if they're singles. You can't put chains on duals, and I'm just like, ah, come on. Give me some duals. So, looks like the main weight is 24 tons, but the crane can take 60 tons. And it's got the plow on the back. I don't know. I've never seen this before. I was a mod I saw. I mean, I'm really missing the big bag handler one. That's why I wanted to go look at these Volvo tractors that I downloaded. I haven't even had a chance to use them yet. I don't even see them in here, to be honest. There they are. So that's only 9 tons, 9.5 tons. That's only 8.6 tons. I mean, these things suck. Gotta find something that's gonna be able to pick that stuff up. I think it's a front loader is what we want. Here's the front loaders. And all we got is a Kabuto and maybe it's wheel loaders is what I want. Okay, so here we go. So 8, 9, there's 19, 19.2, 27 tons. There's what I wanted. Now, can you get, like I said, I don't think you, big bag lifter, but this time it's got a chain on it. So, what's the difference between these two? Oh, 550 kilograms. That's so it's 50. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's how they're gonna take away the cheat on that. Log forks. That wouldn't be too bad, I guess. Well, it looks like it says 850 kilograms. What are you supposed to pick up with that? That takes 2.3 tons. Oh, transport log. That's what you want then. Alright. So I guess we'll get this Volvo. Get rid of that license plate. Or, yeah, we'll just do this one then. Just one letter shy. There we go. The shop should be right here. There she is. Yep, that's that beast one. Really just right around the corner, so we're not far to go with it. Does anybody know on PC? I need to look into it. Can you add your own music? I know like on YouTube would be copyrights and things like that I can't play like my own music. So, but it does suck that you can't add your own music. Like on YouTube, they'll copyright me. I don't know about Rumble. Because I think the music is 16 times worse in 25 than everybody complains about it in 25 or 22. But I'm like, 22's music was fantastic compared to 25's. This thing's giant. Jesus. Now, that thing's gonna just flop around as you drive. See? This thing's designed to pick up several. So we'll bring it over here and just drop her down. I gotta get used to the controls on this thing. There we go. Alright, let me fix this mess. Back this guy up. I really like this thing though. It actually works pretty good. Then I got the Devour over here to get the tree stumps out of the way. So let's take I don't know if it'll run over the... No, there we go. That's what I wanted. You know, I'm starting to wonder if you look at these trees, look at it. There's marks, and I'm wondering if in some weird way that those are... See how it marks it? I'm wondering if that's... Because it's at the end. I'm wondering. I gotta figure out what 15 meters is here. I sure do miss long reach chainsaws, I'll tell you that. Guys, don't forget, do me that favor, hit me up and hit like and follow. Like I say, you can catch me on here, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Run down and knock these off. There we go. Alright. See how it's kind of marked? I'll bet you $1,000 that's marked for the truck or for the trailer. All I'm gonna do is drag this back. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay. So let's see if we can sneak this in a little bit there. Go. Pull this one back. There we go. All right. What I'm going to do is, this is how I usually measure it. This usually works out pretty good for me. Plus, it puts the tractor trailer right where you need it anyway, so let's back out a little bit here. We're a little short, so we're going to back her up just a little bit. There we go. That was the only bad thing about the big bag handler, is if you got too close, it would pick up your trailer too, so. Alright. So then what we'll do is we'll get the chainsaw back out, and then we'll just start cutting right here. I don't know what's cutting there. Okay. There we go. These all should be really, really close. May not be perfect, but they'll be close. Of course, this one log wants to flip out and not going to let me cut this last one here, of course. Jesus Christ, why is it so floppy? Okay. Nope. Now why is it being a pain? It doesn't want me to cut that last one, so that's fine. I still think these marks are there because that's probably the cut lengths according to the harvester, the way it looks to me. Because that's pretty darn close. Alright, let me try to use this stupid front loader. Logging is not my forte, people. I promise you that. I wonder if I should try to pick these up. Pick all these up and put them over there with those and try to pick them all up at once, except for that last one. That's what's going to be the pain in the ass, is that last one. See if I can sneak it in there. There we go. These things are still pretty long. I think these are still longer than that damn trailer. Here goes nothing. This should be center weight. Let's see if we can get it in there. There we go. Don't be a pain. Yeah, you're gonna be a douchebag. Interesting. That's pretty interesting. Yesterday I was bemused and then talk about like on the tree harvester itself? Or you said you were using a John Deere 9RX steered itself. What's the John Deere 9RX? That's not this thing over here, is it? No. What is that John Deere 9RX? Is it under forestry? What's the difference is between these two? Oh, look at that, 100 centimeters. That's the one I should have got. Damn. I didn't know about that either. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is the JD9RX? There's the 84X. Oh, you were... icing the field. Oh, are you talking about steering assist? Like when the steering assist, if you hit the button for it to go to activate that line, it will steer into it and take off. Is that what you're talking about? 410. Oh, I got you. I think I know what you're talking about now. It is 9RX series, right? Yeah. Well, no, I mean that steering assist. It should work for anything. Like I use steering assist for plowing, for cultivating, or however you want to call it. But I don't do cultivating. I only plow. Plowing, it'll do it for liming. It'll do it for seeding, planting. The steering assist does work. And it actually works really, really well too. So let me see now this field, it won't pick anything up. I don't know why it's not picking anything up. I think it's because it's a weird field. But you're 1,000% right. 1,000% right, yeah. Let's do this one here. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. So you're in here, so this is what you're talking about. Let me go to GPS. So you're going to go in here, you go to steering assist. There it is. Okay. I'm going to turn around because it's going to be backwards unless I don't. All right, whatever. I messed up this field completely. Look at it. Because I put down that stupid cow barn. Now listen, here it goes. There. Yep. So is that what you're talking about? Yeah, the steering assist is awesome in this. It is the one saving grace for 25. I have the volume turned down low, so you may not hear the chirping and the beeping like you're talking about. But 1,000% I love steering assist in this game. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. There, see it chirped off. And then, yep, and then there's the new line. Yeah, dude, the steering assist is definitely a good feature for the game. But did you know it was on 22? Now, we didn't get it on consoles, but PC had it. And I think they were testing things out on 22 to bring onto 25. Just like now they have that auto drive that they're testing out on 25, which I assume would be on the next one too. But yeah, it follows it perfectly, dude. You're 1,000% right. Oh wow. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how well it actually does work. And it works pretty well too, so. Like, see, I got it on that line. Because this is what the AI will follow. So, like, when you have the AI out here on the field, this is what it follows. It's very interesting. So there it goes. Yeah, I love it, dude. You're 1,000% right. Yes, yeah. I don't know what this GitHub is. I've never been there. I go to fs25.net, but you know what? You're the second person that's brought that up to me. So let me go look, because I assume it's just a different spot for mods. GitHub. Let me do it this way. FS25 mods. There we go. So I don't know. Yeah, I saw Courseplay was in there, and I've been considering doing the auto drive because they're making tons and tons and tons of maps now that are nothing but auto drive on them. So I'm assuming it's going to be the next big thing is auto drive, and it's basically just better job creation because you can do that now, but they won't drive through fields. This new Courseplay, if I'm understanding correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. Not Courseplay, but the new auto drive. They'll drive through fields and everything. Whatever route you choose is at where they drive. Is if I'm saying it correctly, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Courseplay was much better GPS than what we have now too. Am I wrong saying that Courseplay was you're able to set your AI to even create fields because you're just laying out a GPS line for them to do on Courseplay, right? Yeah, I thought so. So, I was waiting, I was kind of waiting for them to get a couple of updates out on the auto drive and things, and I think they're on version 3, 1.03, I think now. Hang on, I can tell you where they're at. I don't understand this GitHub thing, so let's go back to fs25.net. What was that? Well, thank you there, Emma. I really appreciate that. From Itch.io. Courseplay is there too. So that's the other one, my man. I've been looking to find is I've been hearing that Itch.io. ITCHO. There it is. Top Game Mods Tag Farming Simulator 25. Never seen this before. Never been to this website at all. It looks like it has some different things on it too. Well, I've been considering going ahead and getting Courseplay. Because I never got to use it in 22. Although I still have 22 on here. I was flying around in a helicopter the other day. Thanks for following, Emma. I really appreciate that. There it is. So let me check out this website. I guess itch.io. Okay. Is this all free stuff? I mean, you don't have to pay? Because I don't pay for anything on FS25. I do like that Ford Super Duty. But I don't enjoy walking everywhere, so. What is this? Interesting. So I will save this. But I know, let's see what were we talking about. Auto drive. Auto drive. I don't actually see the file. That's what sucks. Yeah, I was gonna say some. 100%. I know that FS25.net, they're completely safe. I got you. FS25, like I said, .net is 100% safe. And a while back, I did a live because I went to like King Mods. I went to their actual website, and when I tried to download their mod, they put I got a, not really a virus per se, but it was just annoying pop-up ads that kept popping up on my computer after I closed out. So I will never go back to King Mods website again. Most of their crap is on FS25.net anyway, so I was like, I will never go back to their website. Never. And that's what you got to be careful about on PC is, you know, people are out there doing shady crap, you know. I don't know why the actual file for AutoDrive isn't coming up. But I know it's going to tell you that it's required. So here it is, AutoDrive. There it is. Yeah, it's freaking nuts, man. I can't stand people like that. It's ridiculous. Let's see where they're at. So they're on release 3.004. I guess I'm just confused because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AutoDrive. I guess it's this one, version 3.004. I don't understand. Is the course editor something separate? Well, it's things that I'm going to look into because I'm really curious about how this whole thing is going to work out with this AutoDrive. So that's what I'm really curious about. So, but that's where I've been getting all my mods is FS25.net. But I hear everybody talk about the itch.io. So I hear that that's the one I hear about. I don't think anybody knows about FS25.net. So the website you told me about is the main one I hear about. And it does look like they have some different stuff on here. So that's interesting. What is this? FS25 Carhartt Silverado. That's nice. I got you. I got you. Because I assume that the other... Oh, course play. I got it. Okay, so they do work together. All right. I know what course play is by itself, but I didn't know, so I got it. I definitely gonna look into course play again. Yeah, definitely some. I'm thinking about getting this Carhartt. I mean, the details on this thing are kind of crazy. Look at that. That's pretty badass. I might have to. How do I get back out of this stupid picture? And like I said, I assume they just work like everything else. You just download it. Name your price. No. Okay, I see. So it is a lot like the FS25.net too, because you can do the same thing there where you can give a donation, things like that. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad somebody finally showed me about this website because I was unsure about it. But you know what mod I'm waiting on, my friend, is I'm waiting on that auto water pump, dude. Yeah, I may start a different map and load all that in there and try to just mess with it on another map so I don't screw up the one I'm on. Because this is my main farm map. This is where I'm actually working, where I got my buffalo and, I mean, I got, let me look. Let me show you what I got. Let's see. There it is. So right now, once I get over there, here we go. Yeah, I did. I got it downloaded, but I don't think you can add it while the game's running, so I'll have to like wait and I'll add it later. I gotta check on my buffalo. Did you see this though? Look, this man. I got this Austria modding. It's on the screen now. Austria modding dairy barn, right? Because it holds 1,250 cattle, which is the largest I've come across yet in the game. I got this off S25.net. But anyways, if you look at the food and the water, the milk, it's all like 850,000 or a million. But I had put in this 10 million liter underground bunker storage, right? So I could store all my crops and, you know, my straw and things of that nature. As you can see, I got some mineral feed in there, some chaff, and I got about 4.1 million straw still. And then you can add these in, which adds 10 million. The rent to own, you know, I did see that on there, where you can actually like, they're changing the whole lease thing. Well, it's not that the barn looks cool. I was curious did you see? Look at that. So the straw, this barn actually accepted that underground storage bunkers storage. So instead of 850,000 liters on straw, I can now put 380,850,000 liters of straw inside this barn. So it accepted that extra storage. But it only does it for the straw and the manure. And I'm like, I've never seen that before. And whatever I put into this barn automatically goes into this barn. Because I've added nothing to this barn, but it did it by itself. I don't know if that's just a glitch or what it is, but I'll take it. I've never seen a cattle barn, cow, pig, chicken, whatever, actually have its storage increase from a silo before. Now, I knew that was possible in factories. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I mean, not that I'd ever need that much, but I mean, it's crazy that it took it, and at least now I don't have to worry about it. So I think that's pretty cool, though. And I got all my... all right, I'll check it out later. I will. I'll check it out. Thanks, Emma. I will check that out a little bit later. I'll check it out. I appreciate you telling me about it, though. But look, this barn was cool because, of course, the amount of cows that it hold. But I don't have any cows. But for some reason, these stay in here. And if you look on my YouTube, there's that short me running around. This is what I was running around on. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a cow, baby, right round. So then you've got your office. Pretty cool little office space. It'd be cooler if there was actually people up here working, though. Pretty stoked about that. So I have 5 barns at 1,250 each. But I don't have that many cows yet. Let me hang on. Let's find out. I know it's on fs25.net, but let's see if it's on that website you're on, Itch. Let's see. Select tag, game mods, search for games. It's called Dairy Barn. Let's see if it's on here. Here it is right here. Large scale dairy barn with rotary pill. What is this? Wait, this isn't it. What is this? I need more information than what he's giving me. I don't know what this is, but this is a barn I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's finally here. It's all he says. But it's called, it's by Austria Modding. I don't see it on itch. But it is on fs25.net. Matter of fact, here, I'll do this for you. Someplace I've got that page open. I don't see it on itch either, man. But here's where I go. I just put it in the chat for you. Oh, of course. And then there, all you got to do. You can log in. You can make a thing there, I think. But then you can just search Dairy Barn. And for me, it's the very first one when it comes up. Yep, that's it. Let me go back to yours now, because I think I, like an idiot, I didn't spell it. No, I did space it out. But I definitely don't see that barn on here. There's a Dairy Queen for FS22? You son of a bitch. Oh, I got you on your phone. No problem, no problem. Yeah. But at least now you know where it's at. But that's where I go for all my mods, really. I don't even download out of the mod hub anymore on the game itself. Like when I'm in, I mean, I'll look and see if there's something different. But 9 times out of 10, I just get it off the... I mean, you know how to do it already anyway. So I have the files already set up. I use them so often, I just go down and click on mods and it pops up. So one of the easiest things to do in the world, really. I was really surprised, but I'm actually considering. Mike, that's your name. I'm actually considering getting their software and getting into the mods myself, because I want that automatic water pump from 22, but no one's brought it over to 25 yet, and I really want that. So I want to see if there's a way to make one for 25. So I'm going to get that software. I looked at it about 3 months ago. And it's a lot of script work and stuff, but I'm thinking about it for sure. Oh, you're good, man. It's a lot easier for me to talk really fast as opposed to someone trying to type on their phone. So you're good. So, not a big deal. Yeah. Hey, man. That, I like it a lot. It seems to be doing pretty good so far. I mean, you know, I tried the auto feeding barns. I did a live on that too, and I did a video. If you've watched you watched the video probably about some of those auto feeders just aren't working. The manure's not showing up correctly and all that stuff. So I'm not too worried about the fields. Yeah, because you commented on that video. So I'm not worried about the field not working right. I'm more concerned of why is the manure showing that there's 83,000 liters, but I'm only getting 40. And why is the auto feeder not putting the food out? But, you know, their health is going up. So it's like, what do, you know? So, I don't know, man. I think there's some glitches here and there. And I think you're going to, especially when you start running mods. So you're going to get glitches. You seen this new Case tractor yet on there? Well, that's what I'm going to find out, man. My wife is brilliant. So, worst case scenario, I'll just hand it over to her, let her do it. Because my wife does all my editing. Like all the thumbnails. She's brilliant, dude, when it comes to this kind of stuff. So, you know, we'll probably look at them together and see what's going on. She's got more degrees than a thermometer, so. Oh, I need to get that guy going off this field. But anyways, I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do this over here. I may just end up since there's no tree be gone yet, I may just come over here and tree devour all these trees because I really don't care about the harvesting of them per se. I was just trying to do something a little different with this. Now, this is an auto-loading trailer. And I don't see it auto-loading very well. It's too much for that stupid trailer. Alright. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why why does logging have to be such a pain? Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. I don't know what I'd do if my wife, yeah, that's horrible, dude. I'm very sorry to hear that. It really sucks. Well, I managed to just drop it on the other side. What the hell? Let's see if I can. I feel like that's center mass. Yeah, like I said, the tree devourer, it takes twice as long as a tree be gone. That's, I mean, and let me tell you, man. Where's it at? I'll show you. This is a different one. This is not the tree devourer that everybody else uses. This is called the Brux All-in-One. And I'll back it up. It's a little bit different. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. Fair enough. But this one's a little bit different. And it also holds like 3 million liters. So, like, you don't really even have to have the trailer at first because it'll hold a crap ton of wood chips. But I don't know where it holds it, but that's just what the capacity is. It is... where is it? Oh, did you see it? I think, here it is right here. Brux All-in-One. I like it. And as you see, it's 50,000 to 3 million liters. So, and I think it goes a little faster than, let me see. This one doesn't specify, but it holds 50,000 liters. I don't know, man. I feel like it does better at times, and other times I feel like it doesn't. So, it's kind of up in the air, to be honest, on how it works. Like, I'll show you. Like, we'll go get this tree right here. If you go in low first, like big trees, it won't even touch, though. That's what's weird. Like, see, this one's not going to want to do it because it's too big. So you'll have to get out and cut it down. There it goes. So then you just have to lower it back down and try to get that stump. But, I mean, look, it's gone. So the tree stump is gone. So, I mean, it works. It can just be a little persnickety, you know? You know, it's funny you say you're retired. My wife had me retire and wants me to do this full time, so that's what I've been trying to do. Not retired. Not I'm not at the actual retirement age yet, but don't let the gray hairs fool you. I've had gray since I was 16. I feel you there. I feel you there. I really don't talk to anybody either, and it's funny you say you talk to your son because that's about all I. Unless there's people on here, I really only talk to my son as well. So, and my wife, of course. But yeah, I don't really. I don't get out much. This making content and lives is pretty much my life now. And making friends online doing this, though, you know, that's. I think that part's cool. I like meeting people and chatting with them. I bet it won't get this tree. I bet this one's too big. Yeah, see, this one's going to be too big. This is the issue with this thing, so you just got to get out. And we're going to cut her down. Yeah, she is a great woman. She really is. I mean, and she works full time. Now, she has her own channel too, though. That's what's crazy is that, you know, she works full time. She has her own channel. And then she helps me on this one, of course. So. And she's a video gamer. So. I got extremely lucky. Because she's definitely out of my league. You know what I'm saying? Her channel is called Devotional Pathway. Hang on one second. Hang on one second. Do 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 do. Do do do. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Trying to get back to YouTube. Okay, forget it. There we go. Subscriptions. Here we go. I found it. Let's see. Let me find. There it is. Here you go. This, for anybody that's interested, this is her page. Yeah, that's okay. But that's her page. I did get lucky, my man. I got really lucky. Like I said, totally out of my league and everything, so. There we go. All right, I'm back. Yeah. I mean, you know, not religious or whatever, but I'll be honest. I've never been. I was raised Catholic. I was adopted, and I was raised Catholic. But I'm not a religious person either. But I do find some of the little dailies very soothing in a way, I guess. But that's just me. It's not for everybody. My channel's not for everybody. Yep. And I mean, dude, and I'm gonna tell you, man, she's been banging on lately on that channel. Banging it. I mean, there's a ton of people out there that are interested, so good for her. I mean, she's beating me on YouTube, so there you go. 100% kicking my ass on YouTube. I'm really glad to see you in here, my friend. I really am. Really, you think so? I really appreciate that, because you wouldn't know it, because I can't. It's weird how like I'll get followers, and then it's like subs are dead for a week, and then all of a sudden I'll get a few more and so forth. So it's really strange, because I started the channel because I got tired of seeing the same things from everybody. So I was like, I'm gonna, when I did mods, I wanted to give honest reviews on what was good about it, what was bad about it, instead of just knob gobbling on whoever made it and talking about how great it is, when in reality it may not have been. DJ Go Ham is probably one of the biggest ones out there too, so he really, really is. You really can't beat him for anything, really. He is definitely one of the biggest out there. There's a tree stump there still. There we go. Ah, come on. Got it. Oh, dude, yeah, 100%. I get it. It's not like that. I'm just trying to build a community right now. All that other stuff will come later on. I really just wanted to have a community of people that wanted to, that like to chill, chat, and play a game. That's all I'm looking for, honestly. Like I say, all that other stuff will happen when it happens. Like I said, my biggest thing is I just got tired of all the BS out there, and I just wanted something that was going to be a little bit better. I just... Because I think one of the first channels I ever found... Yeah, no, I feel you. And I didn't want to... Because I could very well do mod updates on everything too, but I mean, like you said, though, there's already so many people out there that do it. So I only do certain things when it comes to mod updates, as you know. Look at that floating tree branch. Let's see if it kills it when I kill this tree thing here. Yep, there it goes. That's weird how that works. This map, Sepaka Wow Wow, however you pronounce it, it's a good map, but it definitely has some glitches in it. Alright, buddy. No problem. I roll my own cigarettes, too. I've been rolling my own cigarettes for about 6 to 8 months now, I guess it's been. I assume that's what we're talking about. Yeah, see, this is just going to take forever. I figured. You're good, man. Either way, we still roll our own stuff, so. Yeah, I'm fixing to just mow all these down. Look at that. Just eats them up. Love it. This trailer, 3 million liters of wood chips. It's unfortunate that the biogas plant here does not accept wood chips, because that'd be awesome. If you played Deadwood on 22, it took wood chips there, and it was great. You would think that most biogas plants would take wood chips, but I guess it is what it is, I guess. It's unfortunate, because you can make a killing off wood chips, even on this map. Yeah. Strokes can be, You know, I was never much of a drinker. Anyways. I did all my drinking before my son was born, and then when I found out that I was going to be a father, I quit all that shit altogether. The only thing I kept doing was smoking cigarettes and drinking Mountain Dew. I probably drink Mountain Dew like an alcoholic, so, you know, I feel you. I really, really do. I mean, I probably won't have kidney stones. I'm going to have kidney boulders probably at some point, but... I mean, they'd probably be able to get the stones out of my kidneys and probably pave roads. Come on. Don't give me any shit. There we go. You little son of a bitch. I'm not sure what you mean, to be honest. Because BYO means bring your own. Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, I got this field about halfway done. We're getting there. Look, that's a glitch tree. I'm gonna get rid of it now. Oh, I'll show you something funny. Oh, I got you. Okay. Where am I? I can't see anything. I want to see if it shows up. I guess, yeah, see it does. So this, you can't see, you can see it through the grass there. It looks like a piece of glass, but when you drive over it, it looks like water. Oh, you're good, man. I can't spell word crap either, so I feel you. And there's one tree right here I couldn't get rid of. It was floating. It doesn't look like it's floating, but trust me, it's definitely floating. You can kind of see it down in there where it's not touching the ground. And I could never get rid of it, no matter what I tried. So I just left it. I just left it there. So this field's almost ready. Let's see. Okay, so I got to get my oat fields. Okay. Got to get the oat fields. We'll leave this right here. Yeah, this map has them pretty bad, though, I will say. I've seen them on others, but not like this map. But, I mean, and the thing about it is, though, is that the same glitches that I'm seeing on this map on 25 are the exact same glitches that they had on 22, so they didn't have to do too much tweaking to get it ready for 25 if it's the same exact glitches. Now, that square water thing I showed you, that's new, but all the floating trees and shit are the same. Come on. I need to get my grain harvester going here. I'm sure. I'm sure. I'd love to make a big 16x map, though. That'd be a mod I'd like to do. But I think I'm going to look into modding, and I'm going to see exactly what it takes, because I want to make that water pump. What are you talking about? Why aren't you connecting? There it goes. Unfold header. Alright. I don't know. You know what? Actually. Jesus. Let's fold that back. We're going to disconnect it. Because I'll never make it through the streets with this thing, so. $4X. I think this is probably a 4X map, I would assume. It's pretty good sized. It doesn't specify whether it is or is not, but like I said, I'd assume that it is. Cuz it's a pretty enormous map. But I downloaded Alma, and I never played it on 22 because it just didn't look like it was going to be any fun to me. But I'm going to check it out this time and see what's up, because it's a very popular map. So shit, it is a really popular map. So I thought I'd check it out and see what's going on. Like, why is it so popular? No. It'd be helpful if I could drive. I can't believe I'm stuck on a damn tree. There we go, finally. I got a lot of oats to do over here, so hopefully this thing works today. I don't know. One day it, right in the middle of a live too, it decided it decided it was not going to work, and I had to sell it and go buy a bunch of TARDIS harvesters. So hopefully it decides it wants to work today. Go. All right. Please work. Okay, it is working. Sweet. I don't know why it wasn't working that one day. It just wasn't working. I tried everything. And I'm starting to wonder if I just didn't unfold the header, to be honest. Now I did the extra, so I could get this extra field that back here that I'm always stealing from the game. Now, I don't know. I don't think it'll hurt that field. Jesus Christ. The memory, you know, I downloaded it. I just haven't played it yet. I remember it from 22. What mod? He said for a good enhanced butcher mod like 22. I don't know. There's a butcher mod for 22, like where you can actually like butcher cattle. Or are you talking about this mod, this Colossus Harvester? Oh, the Colossus. I love the Colossus Harvester. That's why I was so excited when they finally got it on the damn mod hub. But if you're talking about the butcher, man, I'd love to have a butcher mod. I think that'd be awesome. I'll have to look into that too. But there's a lot of mods that I haven't seen yet that I'm really hoping we'll get, so. Like that automatic water pump, things like that. I'd love to get one on 25. I'd really like to see the water pump get enhanced. Why does it keep skipping? I want to see it get enhanced to where you can fill it with herbicide. Yeah, check that out, and I'll look for it. But I'll say map-wise on 22, Deadwood was probably my favorite map that I used. It had lavender, and I really liked the lavender. There's a new map that's out now on 25 that has lavender. I haven't checked it out yet, though. But lavender was good on 25 because instead of straw, you got grass. I think that was great. Man, yeah, they did. We definitely need a mod. We definitely need that for 25. 100%. And it had to be mad money. Because I mean, a butcher in real life is crazy money. So, because the only thing that I found on 22 that was really just out of control money was coffee greenhouses. Ducks, man, yeah, we definitely got to get that for 25. Definitely need that for 25. I know I missed some other stuff. I need to do some leveling on this field, I guess. See all that extra out there that's free. A lot of oat field to do. Yeah, there was very few maps that had ducks on 22, so. Was not very many. Oh, I bet so, I bet so. Yeah, we definitely need that mod on 25. I'm surprised no one's come out with it yet. Because I would change real quick from milk to Angus. 100%. I mean, hell, I think a half a cow today still is probably close to $2,000. They shouldn't interfere with that sugar. But you're right, though. Colossus Harvester Pack is probably one of the best mods in the game. I used to say that the TLX Phoenix was one of the best mods in 22, and it still is, but it's a pretty good disappointment now that it's on 25. I'm pretty disappointed in the TLX in 25, that's for sure. Pretty good letdown. Damn it, why does it skip that little Charlie Brown wheat or oat? Get out of here. Pretty disappointed, man. But he's supposed to be putting out the attachments, and the attachments are going to be usable for any truck you want to put it on. And I was just like, that's not good enough, man. That's not what the TLX was all about. And it doesn't even drive the same. I don't know. That could just be the mechanics of 25 messing with it. I don't know, but it's just not the same. And I will give them the benefit of the doubt that I think the driving in 25 is better than 22, but in some aspects it is not. Like when you... Yeah. Oh, I got you, yeah. Well, thank you very much for following. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, man. And, I mean, I like, for example, like if you get something that's really fast, like that Case tractor that I have, it's from 22. They just made it better and faster, right? I think you saw the video probably. But anyways, when you used to wreck on 22, the camera angles were just nuts. It would make you like sick to your stomach. It's not like that anymore on this one. And plus, it's a little harder to flip over. So I like that. Well, that's good. Free time's always good, right? I like having free time. Free time is always good. Hey, Nutty Pirate, what's going on, man? I didn't even see you come in here, buddy. I was looking up here. My bad. How you doing, man? Just farming and complaining, man. That's what we're doing. What did JD do to farmers? You talk about John Deere? I mean, John Deere sucks, so I think that's all the oats. That wasn't a lot of oats. That's less than I expected. That's it. What, I don't know, other than John Deere just sucking ass. Yeah, Nutty Pirate comes in here. I know he's probably working. I missed his text, so he may have taken off. I don't know. I hope not. It's tough because the software that I use combines all the chats from Kick and Twitch and YouTube except Rumble. Rumble's the only one that it won't. I have to have it separate. And sometimes, unfortunately, I miss that. I miss the text on Rumble. Rumble's just not supported by anybody. And it sucks. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So, yeah, it sucks big time. Oh, that right to repair is what you're talking about? Yeah. I think, if I remember correctly, you might have to refresh my memory, but I know it had to do with the the automobile manufacturers screwing everybody over, you know. Oh, I got you. Right to repair with John Deere. So basically, John Deere took it away so that they had to bring it back in, correct? Oh, I get you. I get it, Mr. Pirate. I'm gonna call you Pirate because if I call you Nutty, then it's just gonna feel weird. So I'm gonna call you Pirate. He's in here, Mike. I've chatted with Mike and Pirate now, so there we go. But Pirate, it's going pretty good, man. You having a good day though? And Mike, John Deere did that because it's just for money, bro. Now Pirate, listen, I tried that game and you want to know what car? Can you guess? I want you to guess what car I chose. Mike, you're old school like I am. Car mechanic. It's on Rumble, bro. You're on YouTube. You won't see his post because, like I said, Rumble chat is separate. It won't combine Rumble chat with everybody else. So, like, where Mike, you're typing on YouTube, I see YouTube, I'll see Twitch, and I'll see Kick. But Rumble's the only chat that I have to have separate because no software supports Rumble because Rumble wants to be a pain in the ass about everything. But Mike, I want you to figure out if you were able to do make your own car, if you're able to fix and make up your own car, buy all the parts, do the body work, you do it yourself. What car would you choose? Pirate, I want you to figure out what car I chose. For you, Pirate, I would say, I would still say old school. I would say probably a Camaro. I'm going to say Camaro for you. Mustang clone. No, I did not choose a Mustang clone. I did not. I did not choose a Mustang clone. I'm a country boy. Now, down in the country, you guys may think that we all drive Fords, but we don't really like walking everywhere, so we don't drive Fords. We don't use John Deere tractors. I'm a Dodge man. I've been a Dodge man for as long as I can remember. Daytona Charger is what I chose. Mike, I think you'd probably choose a Mustang. I feel like you choose a Mustang, and when I say Mustang, I'm talking an Eleanor. Was that 67, right? I feel like Mike would go with the 67. And Pirate, I feel like you'd go with a Camaro. There you go. Okay, Mopar is best, man. Mopar, no car. I mean, it is what it is. 100%. Mopar, no car. Convertible, pony seats. My grandma had a 66 Mustang. I mean, that'd be sweet. I don't mind. Definitely a very cool grandma. My bad, Mike. My bad. We don't know each other that well yet, so I had to guess. I should have known. I should have known though. It'd be Dodge for you. That's a very, very, very kick-ass grandma. What are you talking about, pirate? That's a kick-ass grandma. I don't mind old Mustangs, but I don't go past like 1972 on a Mustang. Hellcats, it's a good vehicle, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now. The epitome of classic muscle is, a 68, 69, 70 Charger. And the reason why I say that is because the Daytona. Oh, well, thank you for rating. Come on in and rate us. The Daytona Charger is still the only car that was ever banned from NASCAR. So if I could get a Daytona Charger that didn't cost $250,000, I would definitely be Joe Dirt in that car all day long. Appreciate that, Running Wolf. Thank you. So 100%. 66 Charger. Those are. I got a funny story. Long years ago, a friend of mine had a 66 Charger sitting in her driveway. Thank you, Steelcrafter. I appreciate that. Had that 66 Charger sitting in her driveway, and she sold it for $500. Clearly did not know what she had, and she sold it to a cop. And I'm like, how you going to be a cop and rob somebody? I mean, I was tripping. I could not believe it. You literally just stole that car from that girl. But it is what it is. I appreciate that, Rexia. Thanks for following. Guys, Hellcat would be great. I would take. I don't know what that sound was. I believe you're correct, Pirate. I would agree with you there. They probably are. She did get ripped, man. It was crazy. I mean, that cop just. And you know what's funny though is because I was there, is that the dog, she had pissed on that cop's foot. So when he left, I gave that dog a cookie. But anyways, not because I'm a cop hater. It was the deal that they made on the car. It didn't have anything to do with me, so I stayed out of it. But I was like, $500, more like $5,000. Now this was 25 years ago, but still. Pirate, I do too. I can tell that they lack some licensing for that game. I'd like to see some more Chargers in there. Hey, Mike, if you want to see what he's talking about, go to Rumble. It's free, dude. If you don't have it, you can log in there. Once you get it, log in there and follow me on Rumble, and then you can get into live there. I'm live right now on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Kick. So, if you want to be able to get into the Rumble chat with us here, that's the only way. But Rumble's free, and they got lots of cool stuff on there too. And in a lot of ways, Rumble is better than YouTube. It just depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, Pirate, I do wish they had more licenses. I'd like to see some more Chargers. Am I mistaken? I'm pretty sure I saw a CUDA. I'm pretty sure I saw. Now, a 70 CUDA would be like a number 2 car for me. Definitely be like a number 2 car. Even a Challenger, like a 70 Challenger, it would be 2, 3 car. But number 1 car, guys, if you're a car guy, you got to know. I mean, the 60. The 68, the 69, the 70 Charger was just the epitome of badassery muscle cars. I know there's Camaros in there. I know you got your Mustangs in there. But I just don't think there was anything quite like the Charger at the time. There really wasn't. Camaros are honestly a dime a dozen. You can go anywhere and find a Camaro just about. The same thing with the Mustangs. Superbirds, bro, yeah. The Superbird is the same car. You know that. The Plymouth Superbird versus the Daytona Charger. It's the same cars. But I would willingly accept either one. And I'd be giggling like a schoolgirl the whole time. So that's just the way it is. I would, and it's funny because I'm a little older than everybody else around here, but I've never actually, I've only seen two Chargers, sorry, the 66 that girl sold. My wife's uncle has a 69 Charger that he has it. It's not a resto mod. He had it restored. And he takes it he drives it in the fair up there in Illinois every year. That was actually the closest I've ever been to that year of a Charger in my entire life. I got to ride it and everything. It was like, man, I felt like I was a high school kid. It was like the best day of my life. That's how much I want a Charger. I would kill to have a Charger. A Daytona Charger at that. Or a Superbird. Either way, it's just... I mean, I'm not going to cry if somebody pulled in my driveway today and said, hey, do you want this 66 Mustang? I'll be like, yeah, I'll take it. So don't get me wrong, Pirate. Or even if they gave me a Camaro, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm going to be like, look at this Camaro. But in the long run, like I said, the car that I think is the epitome is going to have to be that Charger. Daytona Charger. Shit, man. You wish it was only 10K. Yeah, Superbird, Daytona Charger, 10,000 minimum for probably nothing. No engine, no tranny, probably no interior. 100%, you're 1,000% correct. I think a fully restored Superbird Daytona Charger goes for about 100, and I was wiping my eye and I hit a pole. They go for about 150, 160 minimum $1,000 now, which is just insane. I mean, you really got to have all kinds of money to get one of those. I love my son, but I'd consider selling him for one. I'm kidding. He's an adult. He's a grown man now. Hey, is anybody around here live in Kentucky? Because my son's opening up a barber shop. He's going to be the owner, which is pretty badass. I'm super proud of him. I gotta slow that back down. Yeah, it sucks, man. Or like maybe get a time machine and go back in time and find me one. That'd probably be the best thing to do. But there's a show where all he does is Mopars, and I can't think of the name of it. I used to watch it pretty regular, but I haven't watched it in years now. And he did everything back to factory, like making sure the numbers matched and everything. That guy was a serious restoration guy. But Pirate, I will say the only thing about that car mechanic is I couldn't figure out what to do after I did that mission. You know, when you start and you fix up what they want you to fix up. after I did that, I couldn't find anything else to do. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And I went to an auction and I thought I bought one, but I couldn't figure out what the hell to do with it. So I got to get into it a little bit more and figure out what exactly I'm doing. Well, let's hear it, buddy. Let's hear the Charger story. I like hearing Charger stories. I'm just collecting straw, so I don't even need to do this. Because they got awfully quiet now. You still there, Mike? I almost wish that these chats could be voice. Almost. But then you just have people talking all over the place. I guess is why they don't do that. I have 16 people in here talking at one time. That might be a little much. I'm just going to wait for this Charger story. And anybody that's not on Rumble, I'll just repeat it out loud so everybody can hear this Charger story because I'm really curious. Ah, rolling again. I got you, my man. I got you. I can't believe you don't have like a, a pipe or, I knew somebody that had it looked like a cigarette and they just stuffed that shit in the end of it and smoked it that way. I mean, that was been years ago, but it is what it is. Just surprising that you would still roll is all I guess I'm saying. Not dogging it, just curious. Now, Pirate's working, so he may be a little slow telling the story, but we'll work through it. We will work through this story once he starts telling it, because I want to know if anybody got Charger stories. I'll hear them. Muscle car stories. I've always been a big muscle car fan anyway, so I'd love to have a car sitting out in the driveway to work on, to be honest. I mean, I'm not a master mechanic, but I hold my own. I can't rebuild an engine per se, but I can definitely do anything on that's topical. So, I mean, when you're poor most of your life, you got to figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just the way it is. I didn't have money for people to be working on my car, so unless it was just something horrible that I couldn't do that was inside the engine, and 9 times out of 10, I think most of you understand that if it was something inside the engine, you just got rid of the damn car. So, meaning like a blown head gasket, or, we had a Volvo that we had bought, and the timing belt on it broke. And you know that those are those, I forget what kind of engine they call those, interference engines or whatever. All the valves got bent. So they went like $2,500, and I'm like, you can keep it. No, man, I'm not paying $2,500. I love the car. The car was a great car, but no thanks. I'll just go buy another car. Because the difference being is that if I go buy another car, I'm going to have $500 down. Because if I had $2,500, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't understand that anyways. Why would you do that? Why would you build an engine that if the timing belt breaks on it, it's just going to fuck up your valves and then you're screwed? It doesn't make any sense to me at all. None. So if somebody's got the answer to that one, you let me know. Not a lot of straw off of that, but that's okay. Let me get the fertilizer over here. My fertilizer truck should be... I don't remember what the hell I put it at. This is the last place I used it, so it should be over here. But let me put this straw in here. Mike, did you also notice that you can get out of your vehicle now when you unload? Remember in 22, if you got out... No, you're good, Pirate. I know you're at work. That's what I told everybody. He's at work, so he might be a little slow, but we'll wait when you can tell it. But Mike, you can get out of your car now when you're unloading. You couldn't do that on 22. So if you got out, it stopped unloading. Just that quick. I think it's time for a Three Musketeers. I don't know where that little piece of trash went. I'll get it in a bit. I think that's... Well, it's the little things that nobody talks about. Like if you go back and you look on my YouTube page, I did a video way back talking about how, if you remember on 22, if you had AI workers working and you logged off and you came back and say the next day you logged back in, you had to have those guys, you had to go reactivate your AI workers. 25, they automatically just go right back to work. See, it's those little things that people don't talk about is why I started my channel, because it was like, why is nobody talking about this little stuff? Because that's awesome to me. You know? Just like I can get out of my truck now while it unloads. I don't have to sit there and just waste a half hour waiting for this thing to unload. That's fantastic. In real life, you don't have to sit in your vehicle if you unload a trailer like that. So why would I have to do it in a game? Just saying. Now, I gotta find... There it is, right there. This does 54 feet, is why I got this. Did you really just flip over? 100%. I'll drive right past there, and we'll see if it should still be unloading. You are good. This thing's a little slow, but it does 54 meters, so... And it holds 1 million liters, so I thought, you know what? I like to do big, giant fields, so... Yeah, here we go. Look at that. Still unloading. You unload. Take your time. No one gives a shit, because we don't have to wait. So... Alrighty then. Bing. Here we go. Unfold. And we'll just start right here. Now the only pain about using this big guy is going around these stupid poles. The AI just gets completely messed up. But I do like it because it covers a lot of square footage at one time. So let me fix that. There we go. Now I'm stuck in a damn tree. There we go. Come on. You can do it. There we go. It's hard to tell where I'm at here. There's a mod that it saves where you're at when you quit. Why? Doesn't it save where I'm at anyways? And I don't mean that as a smart ass. But I mean, doesn't it save automatically where I'm at? Or meaning I don't have to save, it automatically saves for me where I'm at. Is that what you're saying? All right, here's this story, guys. So he says, basically, a great uncle had, I think, been a long time. It was a 318 V8 Charger, and when he got sick, I got an opportunity to get it. But I was too busy with school, partying, and chasing girls, so I passed on it. Short story. Reality was a little more complex. Probably a 69. Damn, pirate. That sucks. And Mike, yeah, okay. So it just saves when you quit, and you don't have to go and actually physically save it yourself. I mean, that'd be all right, I guess. You know, I'd take that, I guess. But I usually, you got to go in and quit anyways. You got to go right past it. So I just hit save and go. You know, I mean, it's all about the same. But yeah, Pirate 69 Charger is probably the one though. I'd take a 68, 69, 70, 66, 67, but 69 is probably the one for me. And what's funny about it is I don't even like odd numbers, so it's very odd. I don't know what this stupid AI is doing. Yeah, 100%. Let's do steering assist. Well, let's see what happens when we go to steering assist here. Oops. There's your steering assist on, like I said, it works pretty good. You're right, though, 1,000%. I love it. I mean, I barely had any money, hard to pay rent from 16 years old, working since 15, no garage space to store it, and bad gas mileage, so it would have been tough. No, I'm with you 100%, man. I don't recall the year, but my uncles all do car work, and they had a fastback Mustang when I was 18 years old, and they wanted to give it to me. But I couldn't afford the insurance on it. So there was no way I could take it. And looking back today, I should have just got 3 jobs and paid the insurance. Because it was fully restored. It was badass. But I turned it down because, like I said, I couldn't afford the insurance. So, Pirate, I'm 1,000% with you. It's a different story today than it was then, you know. The things that we pass on, it could be regret, but in reality, we all know that we could have just done it. There's no way, because they wanted like $300 a month for the insurance on that fucking Mustang, and I'm like, yeah, no thanks. There was literally no way I was ever going to be able to pay that. Not at 18, 19 years old, working at McDonald's. So, I mean, there was just no way logically anybody could have done that. Unless you had a better job. But I left the house at 18 and took off. Oh, yeah, she's definitely lucky. But, you know, you think about it logically, though. You know, all our parents were lucky asses because that's what they drove back then. I mean, you know, think about it. In 1970, driving a 68, 69 Charger was just a regular day. I don't think anybody's going to be looking back at 2025 and be like, man, I can't believe he got to drive that 2025 Charger. No, I don't think they're going to say that at all. I don't think they're going to say that at all. Oh my gosh, look at this. I just found this 2022 Tesla Cybertruck. Oh, I can't believe this car is a classic. No one's going to say that. So, I mean, I hope nobody says that. I won't be around probably for that to happen, but hopefully nobody says that. Digging up cars and they find a 2022 Cybertruck and they're like, oh, this is a classic. No, it's not. But yeah, 100%. I mean, my uncle had a 67 Pontiac Tempest. Man, that thing was awesome. I mean, it drove terrible. I mean, it drove horrible. I mean, honestly, between you and I, it was the worst thing in the world to drive because the steering on it was so loose that I really felt like the steering wheel was just going to come off. So I hated trying to drive it. But again, looking back now, I'd take it in a heartbeat, I'd be like, I'll figure it the hell out. I will figure it the hell out. But he drove it. I mean, he drove that son of a bitch backwards on the damn expressway. I don't even know. I'm like, how are you going to drive that backwards on the damn expressway? Definitely some lucky parents we had. I don't know if they see it as luck, but we do. We definitely see them as lucky. Let me get back onto the steering assist here. I think the computer, I think the game gave up on me trying to use steering assist. Oh, there it is. There it goes. You gotta dance around those stupid telephone poles. I had Pirate Mike to see what you say. I had this argument with somebody else, and they actually commented on a video because I was talking about a car. I don't remember what mod it was. It's an older video now, and I don't recall what I was talking about per se, except for I was commenting about how modern cars just don't feel as safe as 70s and 80s cars, and they're like, oh, they're much safer. Today's cars way more, and I'm like, I don't think that a car from today, like if you take a 2022, let's just say a 2022 Taurus, and if you look it up, it does in fact weigh about as much as say a 79 Monte Carlo. You're talking about a 500-pound difference between the two. So it's weird though, because I agree with what you're saying, Pirate. I feel like that cars back then just felt safer to drive. They, like if you get into a 79 Monte Carlo right now, it feels like when it makes a turn, like it is on rails. I mean, it feels like it's just turning on rails. And you don't get that in today's cars. I don't see it in today's cars at all. So, but he thought I was wrong. It is what it is. It's how I think, and obviously Pirate thinks the same thing. They say that an older car could not take a head-on collision from today's car and survive, but I don't know. I'd have to actually see that to believe it. Because most of today's cars are aluminum and plastic, whereas you know, we'll just keep using the 79 Monte Carlo because I had a 79 Monte Carlo that had a Pontiac 400 in it. Man, that son of a bitch would burn tires all day long. I could just sit in the parking lot and power brake that bitch and just burn tires. You're never going to get me to believe that a 79 Monte Carlo goes in a head-on collision with a 2022 Taurus, and the Monte Carlo is not going to just shred that Taurus. I'll never believe it. I'd have to actually see video of it not working. I'd have to see the video. That's all I'm saying. Now, are they safer today? Yes, cars are safer today, but I don't feel like they are. I don't know. I just feel like they're a lot cheaper. I mean, get into a Kia, and it feels like it's all plastic. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's just my opinion. I'm not speaking factual here. It's just opinions, you know? So, I got to see if I got all that done. There's what I want right there. All right, so I got it all. Sweet. All right. It's hard to tell sometimes, but I always spray first, and then I'll mulch it. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I agree with, man. You're just not going to convince me otherwise. Like I said, we're a little older school, but you're just not going to convince me that, you know. I mean, sure, gas mileage blew, and it was something that we expected. It was just part of what it was, you know. But I'll take crappy gas mileage any day of the week over, you know, what we got today. I'm just saying. So that's all. But I used to love that Monte Carlo. That 79 Monte Carlo I had was a beast. I mean, and you didn't know about the gas back then just because. The gas just didn't bother you because gas wasn't $16 a gallon either, so. But it's gone down quite a bit. I think here it was down to $2.58. So it's dropped quite a bit. As opposed to it being, what, last year it was almost $4 a gallon. That's just too much. But yeah, definitely take a classic car any day. I'm trying to get all this down here. Let me get this and then I'll come back. There we go. I had to make these stupid lines because when you on the fields, if you erase one of the lines down here at the end or the other end, it doesn't recognize it as a field anymore. So I had to put that in, and I was trying to make a straight line, and as you can see, it didn't really work out too well for me. But it's another one of those it is what it is things, I guess. And there is the end of the map. Gotta back her up. There we go. Come on. There we go. I've always hated these fields because of that end of the map thing, because it's like hard to tell where it's at until you actually get over there. I'm not going to remember to finish this field. I forgot to finish that field up the last time I did this field. All right. Now, see if that cross is going to be in the way. It is. Where is the line? There we go. Again, you can say it again, man. Say it louder for the people in the back, I guess, because I agree 100%. 100%. And like I said, they were heavier. Uh, they used more gas, but they just felt safer. Just how I believe. It's what I believe, and I think there's others, obviously, that believe the same thing. Doesn't make it factual. It's just how you feel when you're driving. Because, as a driver, driving your own car, you know things that are, you can hear the slightest thing, you know? And if you got a tire going out or if your steering's off, or you can tell that crap 1,000 times. I mean, just like, I think one of the worst things we ever did on these stupid cars today is put in that damn air pressure. I've never had one car that the air pressure gauge sensor for the tires actually worked like it was supposed to. And it's just the worst thing ever. Man, 71 Charger. I think that was the first year of that newer body style, right? 71? Because 70 was the last year of the actual quote-unquote Charger body. And then 71 is when they went to that longer, fat-ass end on it, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But I feel like what you were driving was still pretty badass for the time, so I'm not knocking the car. I'm just trying to make sure I got the body style right in my head. Oh, it wants to go that way. Son of a bitch. Okay. Oh, yeah, 100% loses. 100% loses. 100% of the time. And for anybody to say, well, then why don't you go get a Charger and wreck it into something? Are you stupid? I'm not going to get in a Charger and intentionally wreck it just so I can see how it survives. Because that's been said to me before, and I'm like, why would I do that? That makes zero sense. That's what crash test dummies are for. Let somebody else do that. It's just an opinion, and we can have our opinions, and that's all there is to it, my man. I mean, I'm a pretty defensive driver anyway, so it's like I've never actually physically been in a car wreck that I was involved in that I was driving. Never. So. And I drove big trucks. I've driven just about everything. I don't know, man. That'd be a pretty nasty wreck. That's another one, is those Jeeps back then. Man, those Jeeps were badass back in the day. '70 Jeep with a '65 Dodge. Man, that had to just be a nasty, nasty wreck. Just saying. Just seems like that'd be horrible. Whew. Like I said, that's nasty. Hopefully everybody lived. It sounds like a nasty wreck, man. Nasty wreck. Pirate, he's saying that had a friend that had a '65 Dodge and hit a '70 Jeep. Said, and hit half head on around a turn. Whew. Like I say, nasty. That is definitely a nasty, nasty wreck. Now, what's it wanting to do now? There it is. This should be the last piece in here. Yeah. Might be a little piece down there to get. That should be it. Might be a little space over there I gotta get. And what happened, bub? What happened, Mike, with the wreck? Now he's on his phone too, so he might be a little slow answering back too, which is fine, guys. Can you see my post? Have trouble with my charger on phone. Have to put it in just right. Right. That is what she said. But I can see your post, bro. I'm seeing your post just fine. I think there's, like I said, I think there's a little piece over there I gotta get, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this should be the last one here. This should be the last one on this, and then I can start mulching it. Did you guys check out that live I did last night playing? I was playing Path of Exile. That game's hard. But I might go back to No Man's Sky. I'll probably do one more night of Path of Exile, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go back to No Man's Sky. Because that Path of Exile is very hard. No, oh, that's fine. Yeah, man, well, it doesn't go on. I didn't put it on YouTube. When I do my streaming at night, unless I'm doing Farming Simulator, I don't put it on YouTube. And the reason being is because it's a different game than Farming Simulator. So no other place that I live stream cares what I play. ATS, what's ATS? But YouTube will throw my algorithm off if I stream to YouTube other than Farming Simulator. So I have another channel that I'm trying to get this software to go to, but I haven't gotten anywhere with it yet. But I tell you what, Mike Pirate, we are over our 2 hours. The only reason I stay at 2 hours is just because I got things to do in the afternoon too. American Truck Simulator. Man, Mike, I've been wanting to try that, actually, so I might look into that. I've been wanting to look into playing that game, so I know a lot of people play it, so I'm going to look at it here in just a minute. But that's our 2 hours for today's guy. We're about 2 hours, 15 minutes. Like I said, I have other things that I have to do in between now and my 6 o'clock live. So I'm going to end it for today. Pirate, I hope you have a good day at work. Hey, man, I had a great time, dude. Hit me up anytime, man. I'll be on here every day. You know that. I got new content coming out, too, so be on the lookout for that. Everybody else, thanks for helping, and I appreciate all the followers I got today. And I will see you guys later. Have a good day.